Hello, friends. James Stevenson back with another episode of Who's Hating Hard on Tesla today. I'm going to check in first with my co host Loki, who is curled up in bed, not sleeping, just resting over there, uh, you- anticipating the video we're about to see. Who's Hating Hard on Tesla today? It's a surprise. I was notified by Beus at BEUS underscore NL. Hey, James, I'd like to report a chart crime. I replied, absolutely. GigaFox for the Animals replied, the non-zero baseline fudsters strike again. I didn't give you the handle. At GigaFox with two more X's at the end. What are we talking about here? Well, it's inside EVs. They're up to their old tricks. Sometimes Inside EVs publishes a fuddy chart, and this is one of those times. And a headline, Tesla owners get only 64% of EPA range after just 3 years. Well, so people are gonna read this headline and think that the degradation on Tesla batteries is that you only have 64% of the original capacity after 3 years. That's what the headline is supposed to promote or provoke from people. Let me minimize this and show you the article from Inside EVs. And they did have to update this after Martin Viecha responded to their FUD, hopefully correcting their FUD. The EPA's flawed testing makes this seem much worse than it actually is. I'm not sure if this subheading was added after the fact or if it said that in the first place. I forget. But you can see there is a chart here with a line across it showing that your battery state of charge starts way up here at the top and ends way down here at the bottom. So you're going to have no battery capacity left, is what this image shows. For the people who didn't bother reading the article at all, by Roy Stumpf. I didn't run the Who's Hating Hard on Tesla Today sizzle, but I will right now in honor of Roy Stumpf for his first ever appearance on Who's Hating Hard on Tesla Today. I'm not going to read you this whole article, it's dumb. What did he say? He said he got some data from Recurrent Auto. How long do EV batteries last? So I guess they published some data that they had. What gets buried in this article? It specifically compares the range of the fleet data against the EPA rating, not the battery capacity retention over time or vehicle mileage. So this is what people assume he's talking about when they see the headline. And this, the highlighted portion that I showed you, is what he's actually talking about. The EPA does a terrible job in the first place figuring out what real world range is going to be for EVs, all EVs, not just Teslas. Yeah, the average Tesla Model 3 and Model Y are achieving just 64% of their original EPA rated range. And look at these charts, folks. These are chart crimes. Let's zoom in here so you can see these a little better. So they start off high and they end up low, and they start up high and they end up low. That's what happens. This is feeding into the fears people have about whether they should buy an EV or not. Oh no, the battery is going to degrade just like it does on my cell phone. He said that at the top of the article. He said it's a real thing with EVs, just like that iPhone you're reading this article on. Well, no, it's not just like the iPhone you're reading this article on, but the scale of the y-axis makes it appear so. Look at this. At the 0 line, it's already at 72. So you get the first 28 points of degradation for free, so-called. Now, my Model 3 gets better than EPA-rated mileage, and always has. I don't know if I just got a really good lemur off the line, or if I just am easy on the accelerator. I have a lot going for me. I'm in Florida. There's a lot of flat elevation here. I'm not using the air conditioning year-round. I'm usually commuting at a pretty low speed, or have been over the life of the vehicle, etc. Keep my tires inflated properly, all that good stuff that helps you get more range out of your EV. But you can see this is not zero down here. It's 60% is the bottom of the chart. If it got to 60%, that would be the bottom. But look where the top is. The top isn't even to 75%. So funny. And, I mean, if they had ended this after 500 days, you would have thought it just drops like a rock. But on both of these charts, you can see these flatten out. Only about 10% below where they began in both cases, right? So the EPA rated range is the problem, but you're required by law to show the EPA's estimate for your EV range. So what are you supposed to do? Tesla didn't make up the number, and then it's falling short of that by 36%. It's the government's number that they got wrong. So that's what's going on in this article. This isn't a problem unique to Tesla. As Recurrent says, the basic EPA testing protocol gets it wrong for all EVs. The relevant factor to consider is the delta between the range achieved by the new car with a fresh battery and how much range it still has after 3 years. Well, Martin Viecha responded, and the article was updated. Following the publishing of this article, Martin, current VP of Investor Relations at Tesla, who last month announced he is stepping away from the company, responded to Inside EVs via a post on X with a chart showing a separate study performed by Tesla. And there's a community note now on the tweet, which we didn't show you before. Martin posted, "We've done the same study for all Model 3/Y vehicles sold outside of China, and this is the conclusion." Yeah, here you go. This is the line. If you do 100 at the top and 0 at the bottom, how much degradation is there? Maybe the range is including 90, but not 80. Nobody is losing more than 20% of the original battery capacity of their Tesla in the first 200,000 miles that the vehicle is driven. That's the real answer. Don't believe the FUD. Believe Martin Viecha, who has the right information in this article. Right, Loki? Loki knows what's up. And he knows that Inside EVs was trying to pull your leg with a y-axis chart crime. Shame on them. And with that, I will remind you to like the video if you liked the video. Click the heart or the thumbs up. You know how liking stuff works, just depending on where you're viewing the video. If you liked the video, let me know you liked it. Let the algorithm know so other people like you can also see and like the video, and maybe they will also give it a like. And thank you to everybody who supports me, especially my 2 executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com, and I'll see you in the next one.